Velasquez at Flatonia FFA. Third place is Michael LaCourte at Tuscasita FFA. Fourth place is Laura McCullough at Spring FFA. Fifth place is Jason Gerlich, Bel Air FFA. Sixth place is Yvette Leos, Channelview FFA. Seventh place is Dylan Sion, Gillespie County 4-H. Eighth place is Cullen Sanders, Academy FFA, Little River. Our ninth place is Shelby Smith at Friendswood FFA. 10th place is Penny Nichols. 11th place is Lexi Hernandez at Kingsville FFA. 12th place is Gerard Jefferson at Summer Creek FFA. 13th place is Jamar Mackey at Benjamin O. Davis FFA. 14th place is Madison Lane, Clear Springs FFA. 15th place is Brianna Durr, Sayuga FFA. 16th place is Tristan Hunter, Bel Air FFA. 17th place is Destin Trotty Garrison FFA, pardon me. 18th place is Zoe Wales at Cypress Falls FFA. And that's all. Let's give them a round of applause.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Really nice female to start this November-December class. Love this Brahman heifer. She's extremely complete. She's really bold in the center part of her body. She's extremely sound. This is a case, and I don't know, I'm going to talk about it a bunch, but you young people have got to understand, it's just like, it didn't matter if you play the piano or you run track or whatever, you need to be good at your craft. This young man's good at his craft. He has stuck this heifer. That's the reason she's first and the other two heifers are second, third. He's outshowing them. He's got a tremendous heifer. He makes her look as good as she can look. She's really pretty fronted. She's extremely long, hooks the pins. When you get behind her, she's got adequate muscle. Very complete, very deserving of first place. The heifer that I think that really could be her competition in the future is this heifer that's second. When you first look at her, she's extremely long-legged. You just think, well, she's just too shallow body. It's kind of one of those cases where you have a block and you put longer legs on it, it's always going to look shallower. This is a tremendous red female. She's massive when you get behind her. She's got a tremendous amount of rib. Young man probably loins her too much. And I'm sure he's been told, and every Brahmin kid in the world's been told, you better loin those cattle. But he almost burns her in two, and you watch him when he does. She drops her loin too hard, and she spins to her right. He just needs to get her right and just leave her there, but she's awful good. Made right, she just needs some time. Heifer that comes next, really like her from the standpoint of her depth of body. She's really stout on the move. I'd like to make her more feminine fronted. That's something the young man and I are not going to change. That's genetic. But when he shows her, he needs to make sure that he pushes that nose out to that judge where she looks like she's longer neck, and she's got tremendous muscle. Love this heifer. I thought she was going to be the one to win the class. Where she disappoints you when you get behind her. She wants to narrow up at her pins, she wants to flatten in her stifle. But she is tremendously deep bodied. She's good balance. She's probably best profiling heifer in here. She just needs more when you get behind her. The two heifers that come next, really the next four heifers, they just need time. They need a little push, they need to be fed harder, and they just need some time and some weight. The big gird heifer that comes next is another heifer. She's the right kind. She just needs to be weighing probably about 75 more pounds today than she is, but she's really pretty. She's long-fronted. She just needs more time, as is the next heifer. As she gets weight, she's going to soften up that rear flank, make her a little stronger in her loin. The two heifers that complete the class are two heifers that just need more rib. Maybe do that with beef pulp, you maybe do it with hay, but you just need to push them harder, fill that gut up a little more, they'd look a whole lot better. Excellent class in November, December females. Let's give them a round of applause.
Another good set of kids and animals in Class 4 over here on the heifer side, American breeds. Coming in first place, Jennings Sanders from Angelina County. Second place, Colton Martin from Chester FFA. Third place, Coy Westbrook from Centerville FFA. Fourth place, Reed Lawarne from Wood County. Fifth place, Kristen Simano from Decatur FFA. Sixth place, Brianna Hicks from Columbia. Seventh place, Laura Windling from Hampshire. Eighth place, Mario Pinzon from Cypress Spring. Ninth place, Elizabeth Bell from Granbury FFA. 10th place, Bailey Goodall from Magnolia FFA. 11th place, Michaela Cross from Decatur FFA. Coming in at 12th, Casey Pavito from Deweyville. Give these kids a big round of applause.
All right, another competitive class out here. For me, this black calf wins it pretty easily, though, just in terms of the way he moves. He's a sound-footed steer that definitely covers his tracks good enough for me. He's a thick-top, muscular kind of steer, and I think in this group, something that kind of sorts the top end from the bottom end is just the plane of nutrition these calves have been on, guys. There's some in here that are just too thin, and so I think you need to maybe get a little bit of assistance from your ag teachers, extension agents, or maybe a feed rep somewhere, and kind of get those calves on a better plane of nutrition, because that's what really helps about the top 4 or 5 in here. That calf, definitely the best looking, best moving steer in this class. The American calf coming in second, another one that's got enough muscle and mass and thickness, a calf that I think the biggest thing that'll help him is a good hoof trimming. His feet are a little bit long and he kind of gets a little bit softer on those back pasterns, but a calf that definitely can get out and move, has some look, has some style from the side. The red steer is one that captures your attention. He's really good haired, a calf that's stout enough, and he's just a little too big and bold in his shoulder. I wish we could kind of smooth him in there and then just make him a little more athletic in the way he handles his hind leg as he gets around the ring. The young man coming next, a calf that's got some shape. He's expressive in his muscle pattern. A calf that just needs to move a little bit better off of his back leg. He gets a little bit straight and tight in his hawk and pastern, as does the young lady steer coming next, a calf that's another one with some shape and some stoutness and power. I just like to see him a little bit sounder as he gets out on the go. A big body, kind of easy feeding steer.